let's just talk for a second.
Oh,
Hello,
it worked.
everybody.
I think it worked.
Hello, everybody. All right. Sorry, we had to test it there for a second.
All right, we're back at it.
All right, 5, 4. This isn't live, by the way. 5, 4. So they're gonna get all of this. 5, 4, 3, 2. Everybody! Welcome to the first on the road. We're gonna test to make sure it's all working. We are in Virginia, I believe. We had to stop. We just got done. We got some Mickey D's in our belly.
Easiest game of my life.
And some candy and some sponsor monster.
Maybe someday.
And in the back we got, who's in the back?
I don't know.
The darkness.
The Dockston. The Dockston.
The Barkston.
The Barkston. The Braxton Express, and I got the Griffin of the Doom variety next to me, and we're here answering your questions while we travel to Philadelphia for the ARG National Tournament. It's a 3-day event. The first day is an exhibition 3-on-3 team tournament on Friday.
Our specialty.
And then Saturday is the actual event, the national tourney.
Braxton's going top 16. Jose and I are going to the dumpster.
Excuse me, I'm going top 16. I'm winning the whole damn thing.
All right, friend.
My new deck is gonna slaughter fools. Braxton knows. And then
all I have to do is not queue into Grand Blue.
And Sunday is the top 16, and as well as another qualifier, I believe, or some kind of tournament, right?
Yes,
okay.
It's the new circuit.
The new circuit.
Nice.
Also, there's a last-minute qualifier, I think, on Friday.
Yeah.
There is.
Yeah, so that's the lineup there. Aside from that, though, usually you guys like these because this is where we answer questions.
Your questions.
And your
immediately.
questions. So
several times.
Best way you can send us questions are 2 ways. One, through our Facebook page. Don't send us a message to the Facebook page. Just post on our wall, hashtag Ask Absolution.
Hashtag on the road.
Hashtag on the road if you want to, and then just whatever your question is and we'll answer it. That's option number 1 for you. Option number 2 is to
comment on this video.
Comment on this video with hashtag Ask Absolution, and we'll feed it through and we'll get questions that way. First things first, those who can't be with us, Nate is at home in Hickory. Probably going to crush some scrubs at his locals tomorrow.
Turn up. Make money.
Jorge isn't in the car, though he will be in Philadelphia for the ARG Nats. He will be judging the Force of Will. He'll be head judging the Force of Will event.
Head judging. Did you say head judging?
I did say head judging.
You said head judging.
He
wanted you to be...
He is at maximum capacity head judge. And then the Irish God couldn't join us, sadly. Rip, we love you. We miss you. Aside from that, Young Olsen has things he's got to do, so he's not coming.
Do we even have Donovan anymore?
He's out doing things, probably like El Sword or something.
Oh, God.
So it's basically just us, but that's really all you need to be successful. It's just us.
A team,
a squad. So the first question, the only question we have so far, is because somebody, Corum, already knew how we do these things.
I know, right?
He sent us Ask Absolution. He basically asked us about what do we think about the new. Well, I'm gonna hand this over to not Braxton.
Ryan?
That's the guy.
Thank
Ryan, go ahead and handle this question.
All right, so Corum asks, with the new Scharhrot stride revealed, where does that put DI in the meta? Do they stand a competitive chance? And if so, what would our deck of choice be? Being the choices Bladewing, Amon, and Scharhrot himself. Herself?
Himself.
I don't know. Himself, okay.
Itself.
I don't know anymore.
He's a vampire.
I can't remember his pronouns, I'm sorry. So, if you haven't read the new stride, he says, he's a general stride. He says GB2, Counterblast 1 Darkness. Auto, when this unit attacks, put all of your rear guards into the soul, and this unit gets plus 10k. If you have 10 or more cards in the soul, when this happens, your opponent retires all of his rear guards. If you have 15 or more cards in the soul, your opponent cannot call cards with the Sentinel ability to guard circle from hand. So, he's a pseudo-guard restrict board wipe for CB1, GB2. Which means, Corum's question, the second part is, since this stride can fit into everything, what deck is going to benefit most from its reveal, and which will be most competitive once GBT08 rolls out? So, we took 2 points of analysis on this. The first one is, considering we've only seen the GR and we haven't seen the rest of the cards, and with how important rear guards are looking nowadays, I'd really like to see the rest of the set before making that kind of judgment. Because at this point, you kind of realize that, oh man, this is going to be good. It's not like there aren't that many hidden gems anymore, I would say. Bushiroad's going to slap you in the face with whatever they want to make now. The power creep's gotten such that if you can't read the power of the card, then
Does DI have a Clock Fencer clone?
I want to say
Their Counterblast one, Soul Blast one? Not Counterblast one, Soul Blast one.
Glimmer Breath?
Their Glimmer Breath clone, that's the one I meant.
I don't know.
The Counterblast one, Soul Blast one?
It might be the Final Pound.
See, I want to see what they do with that kind of card. I want to see. I really just want to see what else they do. But the thing is, if they get better rear guards, then that kind of diminishes this card's value, because these are rear guards you're gonna have to sacrifice. It is an axe skill though, right?
It's an auto skill.
It's an
when it
auto
attacks.
skill.
Yeah, it
See,
matters.
that's my problem, because like, if they get better rear guards, then this stride's power has diminished in a certain way, because now you're sacking incredibly powerful rear guards for a powerful Vanguard, but now you lost a lot of dudes.
We could have powerful on-call rear guards, and that doesn't matter.
That would be nice.
Mm-hmm.
Like Glimmer Breath clone, because he's on call.
Correct.
But there's also their Silent Tongue.
Yeah.
But since this card isn't a Persona Flip and doesn't require a Scharhrot, it's, you can put it in as a one of, and you really want to clear your opponent's board. They have nothing to guard with, and you can just say, well, I only need, I'll have my 3 attacks, and that's really all I need to either close out the game or make it happen next turn.
It's a very Gurgoit card in nature, if that makes sense, the way I phrased that.
Explain.
It's a very Gurgoit card, as in the Gurgoit GR. Doesn't require more than one, like it doesn't require another one to go off. It can be used at anything, and it's good stuff. Whereas like, there are some Stride evolutions that either require a heart or require a copy of it.
Yes. So, what I'm thinking here is this isn't a meta shifting card by itself. It's good and it provides another option that DI desperately needed. I mean, you now have full retire power if you just want to clear off the whole board against a deck that can't replace things well. Say, Kagero doesn't replace stuff particularly well unless they've got to draw a lot of cards.
That is true.
So if you're able to put the pressure on, then you're probably going to win the game with this card. But it matches up well with Gilles for, if you go Scharhrot and then Gilles, they're probably going to die.
Or Gilles than Scharhrot. It works either way.
Either way, I mean, it's a great option. I don't see this shifting the meta by itself. That's why we really wanted to see more of the support. Now, that being said, we do have 3 decks that we can predict which one will be best out of GBT08, if possible. Do you think Amon will make a comeback, since if something in GBT08, read Grand Blue, pushes Kagero out of the meta again, if it does so, DI comes back with the Amon starter, is Amon going to be the best deck? Is Bladewing with its new support going to really take over? Is Scharhrot going to get the brunt of the support since it's newer? What do we think here?
If I had to put my money anywhere, I say that the Ragey stuff might get 1 card, Amon might get a few cards, but nothing like incredibly stellar, in my opinion. I think they're going to try to focus on the GB1 cards. I mean, we've already seen their G Guardian, I believe. They're going to focus on the G Guardian card, obviously, and then like just general overall support that's not to any specific subclan, maybe. Because they have to flesh out their mechanic, their darkness thing. They got to flesh that out. So I think that's what the set's going to do, is really flesh out their keyword.
Okay, so you're thinking the Scharhrots are going to get more as they're the newest.
I think so. I personally believe that.
It'd be great if Bushiroad could decide for once to really push DI into the meta, but it doesn't seem like that's their plan.
I don't know. I mean,
See,
Angels.
I disagree with
Yeah,
that.
that's true.
Considering there was a point in time where Amon was stopping pretty consistently.
I mean, I don't think.
So you just think it needs a nudge for Amon to be good again?
Well, no, I was just saying that because you said that Bush didn't want DI to be competitive. I was like, that's not true.
I was saying it would be good. It could be good if they could give one of their subtypes a push to really shove it into competitive instead of, kind of letting it walk around the fringes every time it gets just enough cards.
Yeah, I agree with what you're saying.
I'm saying competitive and not necessarily relevant. Then again, you did make a point that Amon kept topping.
It did keep topping.
And then immediately.
But even then, even though it kept topping, I would not have called it a top tier deck. And I think that's what Ryan's trying to say. Like,
I suppose.
is Bushiroad willing to push DI into angel feather capacities?
I mean, probably not. They don't want to whip out the ban list again.
That's what I'm saying. Hey, man, we still haven't gotten it over here.
That's true.
It's the one deck I am terrified of. It is literally, it strikes the fear of God in me.
Good. It should.
It does. I mean, they're angels. Well, that's pretty much all we got for this one. Don't forget to message us down below in this or on our Facebook page. And we'll be back here in a few hours, or who knows.